Good morning, y'all. The time is 11:27 on Monday, the 24th of February, 2020. This segment of Life Through a Microscope. I want to talk about today. Let's talk about why I believe Black History Month. When you're speaking of Black History Month, that we need to eliminate the slavery part. That's the negative part of Black History Month. I've been feeling this way about this for some type of time. So I think we need to really discuss and focus on the positive Black History Month, minus the slavery stuff. Yeah, I get it. 400 years ago, all this stuff. I get it. It's tiring. We have to get over this crap. Okay, what was done back then was done. It'll never happen again. You understand? So I don't care what all you so-called scholars talk about and all that stuff and all that. Showing these pictures today of lynchings and all that stuff, what the white people did. People, that's old. Okay, we have to move forward and past that stuff, man. Because when you really think about it, here's what I mean. Here's an analogy. Okay, you have the little white girl, Susie, and you have the little black boy. We're gonna say me, for example. In elementary school, my first girlfriend was a white girl named Susan at Scott Lake Elementary. So let me start over. Here's why I say we need to get rid of that negative Black history, man. Coming straight from the heart, coming straight from a pure spirit, and it's only guided morally from God. When you continue to open up a wound that has been closed, you're going to continue to always feel pain. So it's like every time you watch TV, you slow these slave movies, all this stuff that white people did, black people and all that stuff. You just opening up a wound because now you got the 5-year-old kindergartners that's multicultural. You understand? With black and white, Spanish or whatever the case may be. Now that little black person is going to start to look at when you constantly drilling into their head, constantly programming it that you need to know what happened to grandma them and great granddaddy them back then, how these white people done that. Man, listen, that's old. You understand? Let's move forward. So now back to the programming of little Jacob. We're going to call it the black boy Jacob. Little Jacob, you program him to hate Susie. Now, remember, when we're born, the very moment, we don't know how to hate. We don't know what hate is. We don't know that monster. We don't know that disease. It don't exist in our world until it's programmed by either the parents, your environment, and society. Until then, we don't know that. All we know is that I love little Susie as a good friend of mine at 5 years old. You understand? I don't have a problem with Susie. I don't have a problem with Michael or Jacob or whoever it may be. And they don't have a problem with me because they don't see skin color. They program that in people's minds. That's what the Black history thing does, in my opinion. Now that I look back at life and I, again, look at it through a microscope and I see, you know what? They're constantly trying to cause this segregation and cause black people to continue to complain and cry and all this stuff about slavery. Yeah, they did wrong. White people did whatever they done wrong because some blacks own slaves too. Let's not negate that fact. Blacks own slaves too. It's still some slavery going around the world. What we're talking about in the United States of America right now. You don't see that no more too much. You understand what I mean by too much? Because if you want to call jail a form of slavery, if you want to call it that, call it that. Because like I said, when I was kidnapped, if you want to call me being a slave then, I'd tell you to suck, cock, and die, pig. Because that wasn't the case. I went in there to completely reprogram my mind, reprogram my entire self, and find my true purpose in life. So, like I said, when you keep drilling and trying to open up that wound that's been healed and closed, you're going to get a reaction of hate. Now, he's going to hate little Susie and ask Susie, why your people done my people like that? She doesn't know. She can't answer that because she wasn't back then, and because her parents, whoever her parents may be or have been or whatever case may be, didn't teach her that part there. So she can't answer that. All I know is that 5 minutes ago, or maybe let's say a week ago or a day ago, Jacob and Susie were best friends. The white girl and the black kid. You understand? But now society want to keep drilling that crap and that negative crap in about negative black history. Now you turn them against each other. Now he hates her for no reason. She have no idea why, but because she loved him to fucking death as a kid, because that's all kids know how to do is love. We don't know how to hate when we were young because we all were children at one time. You understand? We all were children. I still remember in kindergarten, you know? So, you know, with that being said, we need to focus on teaching. If we're going to stick with this Black history stuff, focus on the positive. Focus on the Garrett Augustus Morgan. You know, the guy that invented the modern day gas mask and the guy that invented the traffic light. A black guy or whatever. But it don't matter if he was black, purple, orange, or green. It was invented. You know, we have to stop with these labels, with these titles. Get rid of that crap, man, people. Because that's the only way we're going to move forward in life. Because it's not going to happen if you don't do that. Then you got to think about the George Washington Carvers. You know, the guy that invented you know, the peanut oil and 300 more 300 more patents, you know, like something to do with some cotton or some other stuff, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me correct, but you know, another black guy. And then you got C.J. Madden Walker, you know, the first millionaire female. You understand? And it's like, and that goes to my next topic about that there, to where maybe it wasn't that bad like they want us to believe. Here's what I mean by that. I got to shift him. Here's what I mean by it wasn't that bad. Now understand my words, people. I want you to listen to my words correctly. I choose my words wisely. I'm not saying it didn't happen back then. What I'm saying is maybe it wasn't that bad like they want people to believe, that white people oppressed blacks or whatever so bad and it was just that evil. If that's the case, how did some blacks own some slaves if it's that much of oppression? Not only that, how was it that C.J. Madden Walker became a millionaire in the midst, in the dead center of this so-called oppression that they want us to believe, and how they programmed us to believe that whites did so evil and all that crap there? How did they allow this black woman to become a millionaire? Don't you know them crackers would have took that? You know, and forgive me for saying cracker or whatever, because like I said, I say cracker like I say nigga. It don't mean nothing to me or whatever. You're a person. How would the white people allow that to happen if they were so oppressed about that case? It's just something to think about. How did they allow George Washington Carver and Garrett Augustus to get these patents to invent these wonderful things that make life so much easier for human beings and humanity to push forward? If it was that screwed up or that fucked up back in the day, like how they wanted us to believe. So that made me sit back and think about that, and I'd be like, you know what? I'm not saying it didn't happen, but maybe it wasn't that bad like they wanted to believe. Because if it was that bad, them crackers wouldn't have let a nigga have shit. You understand? And all that shit about they won't let you have nothing today and all that there. Nah, that's your ass. You understand? You don't want it. You content with whatever little change you got or whatever the case may be. They're going to stop you from, no, they ain't going to stop you from doing nothing. They can't stop you from thinking. You don't want to think. You want to be on some other negative shit. You want to continue to try to find an excuse and to blame for your nothing asses or whatever, how y'all life is or whatever the case may be. No, that ain't the case. That's your choice. You can become a trillionaire in this world if you want to. Black, white, orange, purple, Mercedes-Benz, green, or whatever the case you want to be. That's your choice. But you got to focus on the positive. You understand? You got to come together we all have to come together with each other. What's the first thing and the one thing a person asks if you say, man, you know what? Hey, you know anybody that could build houses or whatever real good? What's the first thing a person gonna say? What color is he? What the fuck they got to do anything? I just told you I know somebody that build houses real fucking good, man. It don't matter if this bitch is maroon and green. You got to eliminate those labels. You got to eliminate that negative shit about black, white, and every other color, whatever the case may be. And know that we all are one under God's eyes. In the story. You know, it don't matter how a person may think. So you can sugarcoat it. And like I said, this is not the disrespect, no one and all that case may be, but all that continue. You're not going to keep opening up a wound. Like me, I've been shot. You understand? I got shot 7 times on 2 different occasions. The first time I got shot 5 times in my back. The second time I got shot 2 times in my leg. You know, for those that know me, know what I'm talking about. You think I want to relive that shit by opening up the wound and feel that pain again? Hell no. I ain't trying to feel that shit ever again. That shit hurt. I was like a little bitch. I ain't cry though. I mean, but the shit was hurting. You understand? But you know, other than that, you think I want to feel that pain again? And how do I make myself feel that pain again? By opening up that womb again. It's healed. My womb's healed. Same thing with the mind. Same game. Stop putting all this shit out there and confusing these children and making them and or programming them to create hate. Because right now they don't have hate. 3-year-olds, 5-year-olds, 4-year-olds, children don't have hate. It's taught by the parents, it's taught by society, it's taught by all the negative people that are trying to keep this shit alive. Change, people. It's the only way it's going to happen. It's the only way we can move forward and get God back happy and aligned with us. Because God is disappointed with us all. Not just blacks, not just whites, not just Spanish, Asian. God is disappointed with us all. Because we are one. Until y'all get that and understand that, that's going to be y'all problem, not mine. Because I'm going to laugh at your dumb ass. I don't care if you come call me a nigger. Oh, that's another thing. The N-word. Nigger, nigga, whatever. If a white person said it's a problem, but blacks can use it how freely and they want to. And it don't mean nothing. But it's a problem if another race use it. Why would you have a problem with another race using when you use it so frequently and it's so normal? So I don't care. I got white friends that say, what's up, nigga? What's up, boy? I call him a nigga too. What's up, nigga? It's just a word, baby. There ain't nothing to get all so upset about. Nigga, you can't be using that word, cracker. Do you know what y'all family did to us years ago? 400 years ago? Bitch, you can't even spell 400 years ago. Sit your dumb ass down some goddamn well. But you know, like I said, man, we got to get past this, man, as a race of human beings, not color. A race of human beings. Got to get past that shit, man. Shout that shit to the game. Let's move forward, man. Move forward together. Because the children that coming up behind us is watching. They're listening. And they just want to be led correctly, man. Not misled. Not keep opening up a wound that's been healed. But I'm going to go ahead and close out with that saying, just think about it. Just think about it. Teach the positive history. Not just black history. Teach the positive history of people that created and all the forefathers and everybody that done something in this world, not only this country, that made life better for all of us to make it easier. Because you don't see nobody out there bending over, picking up cotton and all that shit no more. We got machines for that. Because people used their minds back in the day to create those machines to make life easier for the next people that come behind. And that's what life's supposed to be about, period, for all races, all generations. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and close out. I thank y'all very much. And as you know, I love y'all. You can hit a like. You ain't got to hit a like. Just wasn't intended with no disrespect. I don't give a fuck if you take it as disrespect. Don't matter to me. But it's just speaking some real shit, though, man. But y'all be good. Peace in the hood. Bye-bye. Okay, now. Bye-bye then.